Well, here we are, day 5, last day of my observatory residency at Lymington. Trying to take a moment when there aren't people talking to me and passing by, because it's really busy here on Sunday morning. It's a lovely morning, so there are lots and lots of people about, and all wanting to find out about the observatory, which is fantastic. But anyway, my time is coming to an end here, and I've now reached the point, I think, where I've done as much research as I can. I've got to know the place fairly well. There's quite a discipline involved in coming to somewhere like this and having just 5 days to get a handle on it and to find out, from my own perspective, how the dynamic works and how I can create work that's site-specifically related to here. It's a very different experience to the one I had in Winchester, and I keep saying that. And I was thinking about why this is the case, but I think one of the main things is that in Winchester there was a landscape that went out in 360 degrees, and the South Downs National Park was extensive and the Chalk Downland was extensive, so I could walk and walk and walk and discover all these different areas around where the observatory was located at the Science Park. Here there's a much smaller area, I mean basically between Lymington and Keyhaven, and it's bounded by the sea walls and the marshes and then the inland area. So there's quite a sort of elongated chunk of ground that's peppered with various footpaths. But the basic landscape is contained, and unlike the South Downs, is not so expansive. So getting to know it and getting to have a feel for the dynamic is a different task entirely. So now that's all done, I'm going to go away. I have my sketches, I have my sound recordings, I have my thoughts. I shall go away and see what formulates in my brain. The work that comes from here, I feel, will be very different from the work that came out of Winchester. At least I hope it will be, because it's supposed to be site-specific. There will be relationships, of course, but I think the work will be very, very different in a number of ways. How those differences will manifest, I'm not entirely sure. I have various mental concepts around the second string quartet and how that will work out. There's quite a lot of it floating about in a focused, unfocused, amorphous, fairly structured kind of way in my brain. I know that's complete contradictions of terms, but I know what I mean. I get glimpses of it in quite good detail, and other bits are fuzzy. All that will come together once I actually start working through the ideas in the real world, as opposed to in my head. The paintings, I really don't know as yet how that will manifest, but I'm sure something will do. So the next stage, of course, is making. I now go away, I cogitate, I think about it up to a certain point, but not too intensely. I like the brain to kind of do the stuff in the background, the subconscious mind to work in the background, and then probably in 3 or 4 weeks' time I'll feel ready to start throwing stuff around and making the work, which is always a really exciting part of the process. But my time here in Lymington, the observatory, has been fantastic. It's a wonderful location, and being surrounded by sky and sea in this way is no hardship at all. So thanks for following the story so far, and I look forward to posting the next instalment and my more detailed blogs that will follow.